Where Sean Diddy Combs' former girlfriend, R&B singer Cassie Ventura, is facing cross-examination today in his sex trafficking trial. This is happening in federal court, so no cameras are allowed. But joining me now is our own Court TV legal correspondent, Kelly Craft, who has been there in New York covering this trial. Please tell us, what is the latest happening there today?
Good afternoon to you, Judge Ashley. Something interesting that has been taking place inside the courthouse here is defense counsel started to read a lot of the communications that were taking place between Combs and Cassie Ventura, because when Cassie was being asked to read these exchanges, they were feeling that it was taking a little long. And the judge has made it very clear that defense counsel needs to keep on going, because he is hopeful that this witness can be off the stand at the latest on Friday. We'll have to see if that's going to happen. But another thing that was really interesting in one of the exchanges between the two of them, and I'm talking about defense counsel as well as Cassie Ventura, the government star witness who has been on the stand, is Cassie was asked to take a look at some of the communications that were taking place between her and Sean Combs. And at one point, Cassie kind of stopped, and she said to the judge, "Is it even important what I feel is relevant at this time?" Because the defense counsel was asking her certain questions, and Cassie obviously was feeling like they weren't giving complete context as to exactly what was taking place during these text message communications. But then defense counsel went to try to explain to her why she felt they were relevant. And this is when she rapid fire a series of questions to Cassie Ventura, saying, "You testified that you were insanely jealous. Yes. You reacted when you saw pictures of him on social media with other girls. Yes. You were upset because you thought that he was in and you were in a monogamous relationship. Yes." So that was such an interesting dynamic to watch between defense counsel as well as Cassie Ventura while on the stand. We do want to put up some full screens now for you of what we've been saying, what testimony has been like inside that courtroom. She felt, Cassie did, that some jealousy, as I was mentioning. This is over Combs' former partner, Kim Porter. She confirmed that it would upset her when Combs would spend holidays with his family and Porter. Combs and Porter had 3 children together. We can also tell you about some other testimony that took place. Defense challenged Ventura's claim that Combs forced her into sex acts and didn't apologize. From a 2009 text when Ventura said she wasn't feeling well after a freak-off, Combs wrote, "Damn, you're sick. I'm sorry. If you're not into it, no worries, no stress." So that's a bit of some of the testimony that was taking place inside the courtroom. Also, Kid Cudi, talking about Kid Cudi as well as Michael B. Jordan. Right when we got out of the courtroom just a short time ago, they were bringing up her new relationship with Michael B. Jordan, which took place when Cassie was saying that she felt that their relationship, her and Sean, had been on a break, and she began to date the actor by the name of Michael B. Jordan. Also talking about Kid Cudi. And how did Sean Combs find out about that relationship? Well, she had a burner phone, and during one of the freak-offs, he was taking a look, though, not at her burner phone, another phone, and that's when Sean Combs discovered that she had a relationship with Kid Cudi. And she said it was scary. Things didn't go well after he found out. Defense counsel asked her while she was on the stand, "Did you feel justified in being unfaithful with Sean Combs when you began that relationship with Kid Cudi, because Sean Combs, was dating other women?" And she didn't really have a good answer to that. She didn't really say she felt justified, but just said, "In my mind, we were on a break." So interesting back and forth between defense counsel and Cassie, Judge Ashley. It's getting a little more intense in there than it was this morning. Things were starting off really, really nicely, a nice back and forth between the two of them this morning. It was getting a little intense in there just before.
Thank you so much, Kelly Craft. Always crazy to hear that, you know, a witness looks at the judge and asks a question like, does it even matter what I feel is relevant? Coverage there.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch.